Showtime.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to OTI, Open to Interpretation. My name is Jordana, and I'm here with my amazing hosts, Calliope and Tiara. Hey, ladies.
Hey.
Laura's absent today. She's in New York. Travel bug got her this summer, so she is absent. But I'm happy to see you guys back again. I think that, last week I missed last week. I was out of town as well. So, yeah. How's everybody going? How's everybody doing? How's Tiara's birthday's coming up? Clive, I didn't even talk to you since I came back. I've been recovering for the last week. Like, right back to work. Like, I really haven't talked to anybody or done anything except for work. So
hit the ground running.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I've been doing the same. I'm just trying to jump timelines real quick. So I'm in solitude. I'm jumping timelines.
Yeah. It's like that void period where you're like, all right, what do I got to do to switch this up a little bit?
Yes.
Whatever's working, I need to regroup.
Yeah, it's not working. So that's where I'm at. I'm really in my creative space of building. Like, okay, I'm in a box. Good. How am I going to get out?
Shadow period of retrograde is perfect for that.
Yeah.
And into the, so good. Awesome. I love that because instead of feeling like overwhelmed, it's like, all right, let me hunker down and figure out what my next move is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. How's your weekend, Tiara?
My weekend is awesome. I did Affirmation Day 1.
Hey.
So I had an amazing time. I danced from the time I got through the gates. I had a time. It was a lot of fun. It has been a lot of fun. I'm excited for today. I get to see Lil Wayne. I'm excited about that. Oh, and Party Next Door will be there also. So I'm excited.
Oh, you're like, I'm ready to go. Hair popping. You're ready to go.
Ready to put the outfit on and
okay, we putting that shit on today. Yesterday was we just wanted to see, but we putting that shit on today.
Popping out. Okay. Well, I want to see some pictures.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Drop them in the group chat.
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna put them on Facebook first. Watch.
I don't see nothing on Facebook,
put stuff on Facebook. I really don't. I know. I'll send it to your Instagram, Calliope.
I'm not gonna see it if it's on Facebook.
Yeah, I'll have to send them to you. I screenshot it and
send to me, or Instagram it to me. I'll be on there.
Will do
for a little bit longer, but I am about to take a hiatus on Instagram too. It's just time. I just think that it's all so like repetitive and like you see the same stuff. Even on TikTok, I love TikTok, but like it's starting
your algorithm needs to switch.
Yeah.
You need a upheaval of your algorithm.
Yeah. Refresh stuff.
Yeah.
Take a break.
Well, that's good. Breaks are always good. I know that there's a lot of people that feel the same way, especially towards the end of the summer and like regrouping for the new fall season and just kind of like, getting everything wrapped up and starting a new chapter. I like fall. Fall is like introduction to winter where we get to like kind of just be in isolation. Like I really enjoy that period. Like we have nice weather in Arizona, so like I'm excited about like our fall and winter.
Yeah,
I'm ready for the heat to go away and take a break.
Put on a sweater.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit in my room and wear a hoodie and watch movies in my bed. That's really what I'm to.
You have to wear long coats and tall boots.
And snow and
shit. It's inconvenient. Inconvenient for Tiara. I understand that because I wouldn't like the snow. I'm not shoveling snow.
I know.
Can you imagine having to get up before work and shovel snow just to get in your car and go to work at like 6:30 in the morning?
Yeah.
Nah, man.
That's the life.
I can't see out here yet. Doing this
thing.
That's why you save your PTO days, ladies and gentlemen. You save those PTO days. It get too cold and snowy, you stay home.
I need a snow day today. Sorry, I'm not in.
Like,
I looked out the window and it said no.
Yeah, I have those. Yeah, often. Not today.
The earth said no today. Well, today we're going to revisit the topics of societal beauty standards after talking about the trans community and, how women are viewed in the Olympics. I kind of want to touch base on how women are viewed in general and how we feel about society and the beauty standards that are set for us before we even are born. Coming into the United States, we all live in the United States, so I want to, specifically say that because this is just for us that live in this country.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that it's different in a lot of countries. However, I want to make sure that we're talking about, our experiences here because they are different. But I know that Calliope and Tiara probably have different experiences than I do because I'm white, and we know that patriarchy is alive and well in this country still, and our country was founded by a bunch of colonizers. So it's a little bit different experience being a Black woman in this country than a white woman. So do any of you want to say, just to talk about your experiences first? Because, y'all aren't numbering me today. Laura's not here to be the other white voice, but I think that I would rather hear what you guys have to say about it because, we hear nothing.
Okay, so I'll start. I will say our beauty standards for a Black woman, they are different. First in the 90s and early 2000s, it was the natural beauty, with your natural hair. It's coming back around.
Yeah.
However, we hit a period where the big butt, big boobs, middle part buzzed down, weave. That was the thing. Like that's what's sexy. After a certain weight standard, even in the model industry, after I think like an 8 or a 6, or an 8, you're considered plus size. So for me, not only am I Black, I'm very shapely. I'm also plus size. So you get jokes like, I know you smell good. I know you comfortable. So it'd be like,
God damn.
It'd be like, thank you, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the standards are different. I think like for plus size women in general, it's changing.
Yeah.
I'm not one of the naked plus size women yet. However, it's changing and people are feeling comfortable, and we can go into some stores now, and find something that's just equally as cute as a smaller woman. We used to, they used to have us the peplum top, looking like a tablecloth. Tourists still haven't gotten where they were supposed to be. But, there's a lot more that we can do now. It's not just, oh, she's big, she'll have on those wide leg jeans with the peplum top or that blue jean jacket that Right. We have, yoga pants and matching crop tops for us now, and I'm excited about it. But the standard it's changing. So we're coming back around to that 90s where it's okay to be natural. And I'm happy about it.
The 90s, beautiful. I'm hearing on the internet all the time, you 90s type of beautiful.
Yeah.
It's coming back because the guys are like, yes, finally, you the 90s type of beautiful. And we know that guys usually set standards, so like we have to kind of move with what the guys like in this country. Exactly, Calliope.
Yes. Calliope, what do you think?
So I think the beauty standards for Black women definitely fluctuate based on location. I'm a West Coast baby. Grew up West Coast, California. Also lived in Las Vegas, and now I'm in Arizona. So for me, the beauty standards, they didn't really fall in my favor because I'm not biracial, multiracial, or white. So the beauty standards didn't really go anywhere for me. And then I didn't have the typical shapely look as, what you look up at Black women and you see the big butt, the big boobs. Now, I got a little shape on me, but it was never considered enough to get me, passing with the beauty standards. So I had to just kind of accept that. Like, even now as a 30-year-old woman, I'm like, okay, I'm never going to be like thick. Like, that's just not my build. I'm going to always be a slimmer woman.
And so thick. What you talking about?
That's what they gotta know.
Slim thick. You shapely.
Yeah, it's back there.
It is.
It's back
Girl,
there.
the older you
It's back
get,
there.
the more wise you get. You know, it's back there.
It's
When you
back
come
there.
to shape.
But I definitely had a long period of time where I was in comparison mode and like, what can I do? Like, I even considered taking like supplements to help me. It's called abdomen, and it's really for like malnourished children. Like, it's not for you just to gain weight on.
Yeah.
But I really
Try it.
considered it. Yeah, try anything at this
That's
point.
the pressure right there. That's
Yeah, the
the feeling
pressure,
of I'm not good enough. I'm gonna try anything to see if I can
anything.
get the shape that I want, that other people are gonna look at me a
And
certain way as.
no, I never tried it. I
Good.
did not get the boob job.
Good.
I just, I kind of said fuck the beauty standards, honestly.
You have
And
to.
when I cut my hair off, I really seen that like, oh no, you really got to say fuck the beauty standards. You cut your hair off, like,
After
what did
long
you
hair
think? After
and
having long locks,
uh,
and I just boop popped out with a short little curls, like,
oh, you
yeah,
rock the fuck out of that cut too. Every time
and
it
did.
was the
Thank
colors,
you.
the purple, the green, the pink. Like I was like, every time I saw you, I'm like, what's it gonna be this time?
I just have fun with it. At that point, it was just the beauty standard is what I feel like today.
Yeah.
That was my beauty standard.
Yeah, and that's good. That's good because I want to feel beautiful for me, not
Yeah.
for
Right.
the beauty standards of the world. No.
My
Not to be
standards. I want to feel beautiful
consumed.
for my
Yeah.
standards.
Yeah. So if you wake up one day and say I'm getting purple and orange hair, girl,
Get you some
and that's
purple.
okay because I
Feel good
feel
about it.
fine with my purple and orange hair, So
Right.
yeah,
Look
that's
like
great.
a phoenix sun.
Yeah.
Beautiful sunset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm a little bit older than both you guys, not by much, but I grew up on the West Coast as well. And beauty standard for white women was Pamela Anderson. No
Oh,
ass,
yes.
big boobs, blonde hair, real tan.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you, there was none of that happening in my household. I never wanted to get a boob job because I don't want to get surgery to enhance my body. Like that was just not an option for me at all. Plus, I didn't have the money to do it. I don't want to do that. Like I don't want to spend my money on doing something that I'm probably going to want to take out of my body later. And you see now, like people are getting their BBLs, like taken back and their boob jobs, get that taken out. And then and then their bodies aren't their bodies anymore. Like you had something foreign inside your body and then you took it out and now you're like, it's kind of like a shell of who you wanted to be at one point. But yeah, like I always thought I was fat. I've always been thicker. I always thought I was fat though, because like even when I moved to Arizona from California, like it was the mid 90s, like early 90s. And it was still like I was kind of like, California was like a little bit above, not above, but like they got to like certain trends quicker than the rest of the country.
A little faster.
So like I came to Arizona with short brown hair and my whole life, even to this day, everyone thinks I'm Hispanic, but I lived in a very white Mormon neighborhood and I looked very different from all the blonde hair, blue-eyed girls that I went to church and school with. And that was interesting because I was only 8 and feeling that way at such a young age really does something to like your self-esteem and your self-worth and how other people view you, because the boys didn't like me. I didn't have boyfriends, like I didn't look like the other girls. And that was weird because I naturally always had like a lot of self-confidence within myself. I'm the youngest child. I screamed, got what I wanted, didn't I was just like, whatever, I'm living my life.
The world is yours.
Uprooted as a kid and like your world changes. And then you're also a little girl who is, close to adolescence where you're starting to go through puberty and everybody else is changing and you have hormones. And it's just like, it's such an odd feeling growing up and not feeling like you belong just by the way you look.
Yeah.
Man, and there's nothing
It
you can
is
do
very odd.
with your butt. Like, even if it's bigger than most, like girls that had big boobs got made fun of too. Like,
Yes.
oh, I remember this girl, her name was Kira. I hope she doesn't watch this, so I don't want her seeing that I referenced her as a child, but like her name was Kira Hill. And Kira Hills.
Old name.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like that's an old lady name. Stop it. Calling me out. That's my age group. But yeah, like even the boys like talked about her because her boobs were too big. Like there's no happy medium. Like, you know, like you can't control like the way in which your body develops, you know, as a girl. And like we're always talked about. We're always talking. We can't, it's just like there's no middle, there's no even ground, because one person's perception of beauty is going to be different than another person's perception of beauty. And then everyone just, you know, talks about each other. And it's just so odd to me that we would grow up in such a way, you know, where it's such a concern, you know, instead of just being a little girl who is playing with dolls or, you know, playing kitchen, you know, or like, you know, we used to play gross, man, yeah, and having fun. Like we're worried about, oh, like is my stomach flat, or you know, let me get a push-up bra.
Yeah,
it's like let's not talk about that.
Man, by 6th grade, I was wearing 2 bras.
Yeah, just to get the extra
because
padding.
I was like, something's got to give. I remember like 4th grade, I was like, am I a boy? Did they do something?
Did I do something wrong?
Like,
no.
are they lying to me? Am I a boy? I was like, what's going on? Like,
yeah,
something's not right here. I really felt like, why don't I have like,
it's not fair.
Yeah, something ain't right. And yeah, I did
like
so many things. Yeah, I'm like looking at all the other girls and like, maybe my mom's lying to me.
And that's even worse because you're like, am I even a girl?
Oh.
I swear, I really felt like that. Like, and to be like now, I'm so girly. Like,
yeah,
you're a girl.
Yeah,
Really, baby.
But it's kind of like one of those things where you grow up and thankfully, you know, you grow up to understand that everybody's different. And as a woman, like we all look different and have different shapes and sizes. And you can also see in other people when they're unsatisfied with the way they look. I remember Jeannie called me out. She's like, you look uncomfortable in your body. I'm like, I am. I am. Like, yep. Thanks for noticing and calling me out. But yes, I am, you know, like, because it was just uncomfortable. I was in an uncomfortable space within my own body. And it's like, and people can feel it and see it in yourself too. So it's like a good reminder of like, really, you have stages in life. Like my body's not always going to be like this. My body may not always be healthy the way it is now, and be grateful for my health and the way my body carries me at the time. But the beauty standards that are set for us are so just impossible. It's impossible, like for us to, as women, to keep up with, you know, what the trends are. And it doesn't help that like our models don't look like real people sometimes. Like in the 90s, when you're talking about like the natural, like Naomi Campbell, Tyra Banks, like Heidi Klum, like there's so many like models that we don't no nobody looks like that. Like they have to recruit them women from other countries.
Yeah.
Like
we don't look like that in America.
That's according to them, and they're all size like 0. That's that's not it. Like that's not it. And then like plus size models, like you said, plus size models are a size 6. You know how small a size 6 is?
Yeah.
Takara,
the world is changing
from America's Next Top Model.
Yeah, Takara was so fine. They made her out to be like this big old bitch. Like what?
Like,
no,
what?
That's
looking at her now, it's like Takara was that girl. Like,
and how society has changed to be more accepting and like love like the voluptuous, like feminine body that it is. And like it's more recognized now that like, yeah, like there's women come in all shapes and sizes. It's okay for women to have a belly and to have larger boobs and have a bigger size, and now better clothes for plus size women and like stuff like that. So it's like, it's just crazy how like so much has changed but not changed at the same time. Because now like if you don't have a big butt, then you get talked about. Now if you don't have boobs, then you're talked about. It's like, okay, so which is it?
Call
like
you a little boy.
Yeah, like,
but the big butt we get over sexualized.
Like Little Bill. When you were just saying you want me to look like Little Bill. What?
And then it really kind of plays with your mind, because when you think about it, like a lot of our beauty standards are really based on being attracted to youth.
Yep.
And how young you are. So why are you shaming me for having small breasts?
Yeah.
For reals.
What are we like? I'm confused.
What are we doing? Yeah.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
They are confused.
Like, what is this?
The standards, yeah, they are confused. And again,
confused.
patriarchy that runs this country, the old white men and all their little pedophilia shit that happens behind the scenes, not so behind the scenes anymore, that we all starting to know about, you know, like it makes more sense that like they would want less feminine. And yes, we do see a difference. So one of the questions was, do we notice a difference in the types of men who approach us based on our body type? Absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. And we notice it in our friends. Like like we have friends that maybe have the same body type or look like us, and all the same guys try to talk to us. That's not weird.
Yeah, we definitely can tell.
Crazy. He was in your inbox. Oh yeah, that's probably because we look alike, and they all have the same type. And then they're like, oh okay. And they don't.
And then there's I've even had guys who like we look completely different, but the same guys.
Yeah.
Like on the completely different, like whole other side of the spectrum, but the same guys. So I don't even think
it may not even be body type. It might just be like your aesthetic and how you look, how you carry yourself.
Yeah. When I got locks, white men love me. This is a white man. This long hair that I have today, the white men love me.
They're gonna be like, let me touch it.
I'm talking about, let me buy you a drink. Let's go golfing. White men love black women, especially darker skinned black women with long, pretty hair. They don't care if it's mine or not, but they feel like that's just what they like. And then when I'm regular and my natural glory, no extensions, just my long locks, I get older black men, especially because of my shape. Older,
ooh, girl.
Grandfather say something like, you got baby making hips, or you got the body of a grown woman. Literally, like
you're like, well, that's because I am a grown woman and I do make babies because that's how my body works, sir.
Yeah.
I would just be pointing out the obvious at all times. Like
I usually just laugh and take my drink, unless they like are aggressive and follow me around or whatever. And then then it'd be like, okay,
all right, thanks.
Creep. Sir, I don't date anybody older than my mom.
Right. Hey, thank you, Papa. Okay.
Because you're a creep. You know I'm younger than you.
I'm your daughter's age. I'm your daughter's
I'm your granddaughter's age.
Yeah, this is wrong.
Talk to your daughter's friends that way? Because I could be your daughter's friend.
You're a creep. But yeah, it is, I will say, aesthetics.
Yeah.
When I had the wigs and the long ponytail, and then I get younger guys. So it's all about aesthetic.
I also feel like there's some fetishization going on too. And I went to the BBW, like it's like a BBW bash pool party, hotel party thing. And
do tell.
Yeah, it was like I was one of the smallest ones there.
You said that.
Which is
fine.
You
said you were going to do that.
And it was cool. Like I just kind of like was in observation mode. Like, and it was like there was a lot of man, there's so many cool women.
Yeah.
And it was mostly Black men that were there. There was maybe like a handful of maybe like other like I don't even want to say like white guys, because it was like there was like a Middle Eastern guy that I noticed, maybe like 2 or 3 white dudes, but it was mostly Black men. And I feel like the Black men and the BBW, mostly like white women, were like fetishizing each other. It was so interesting to witness. So I was just
what is happening here?
Yeah, like I'm like y'all like each other for like different reasons, but the same spectrum. Like, you know what I mean? So it was just interesting to watch. But it was really also cool to see like everyone just be comfortable in their skin. And like we were at the pool every day. Women were in their thong bikinis. Like there was just like no
judgment.
It's like nothing. And like we had an adult prom type of thing, like a gala night, and everyone dressed up and like looked so beautiful. And I was like, this is a really cool community that they had, and it's been going on for like 20 years. And there are some people that are like lifestyle, so they're like in like kind of like the swinger category, but most of them weren't. And they were just there to like enjoy the weekend with each other, and like they've known each other for a long time. They've been doing these events for a while, so like they look forward to these places, these safe spaces where they can feel accepted and like comfortable inside their bodies, like around other people, and not go to a pool where it's like a bunch of, skinnier women or women that, look different than they do. Like, it's nice to be around people that look the same as you do, or they have the same type of struggles where you don't have to struggle for that time because, you're around your people. So I thought that was pretty interesting. And the guys were cool too. Like, so, and there's plus size guys there too. So like there's some big dudes there and some big women and some smaller women and some smaller guys. And it was like a little bit of a mix, but it was an interesting, fun fucking time to have. Like I drank a lot. I don't drink like that. Tiara, you're the drinker. I do not drink like you guys do. But man, that shit was fun. It was a good time. So it was an interesting social experiment, I will say. To go.
So I have a question. We're all moms. I know this when I was pregnant. The men were weird.
Yeah, I got a lot of compliments like
weird.
You're glowing or you're radiant when you're pregnant, or like, it's a fetishization thing, like with pregnant women and men. If the men are on your pregnant body or something like that, I feel like they have a little thing for pregnant women.
I have been offered dates. It's weird.
So what about the guys that date women that are pregnant and it's not their kid?
Weird.
I know a girl who married. She got married to a man while she was pregnant. Yeah, she's still with him. They've been married for like 18 years or something. They're still together.
He must have really loved her. They got married and everything. So.
And they have one other child together.
And she was pregnant at the time they got married.
And met.
She was pregnant when they got married, but the relationship started when she was pregnant.
Who is this that you're talking about?
This is a friend of Jeannie's.
Okay.
Yeah. So it happened. I mean,
I don't know.
I don't know.
I just want to know like people's motives behind like situations like that. Like what are you really thinking about when you enter into a relationship with somebody who is pregnant with somebody else's child? Or, like something to that effect where like, is it a fetish thing or is it just like, because I feel like that comes from like some type of childhood, and it may not be trauma, but experiences with women as you're growing up, or like maybe your mom had a pregnant friend that you had a crush on or some shit, like, I
don't know. I can't.
Like, anytime a guy has a foot fetish, I always ask him, like, so when did it start? Was it your mom's friend? Was it a teacher? Was it your babysitter? Like, what was it?
Like, who was it?
Doesn't come out of nowhere.
I met a guy like that, and he wasn't for me. He was for a friend of mine, but he was
on it, right?
That's like a real thing. Like,
I be looking for him. I'm like, you like feet? I need a massage. How much do you like?
Each his own.
Yeah. But it is. It's like, it's a weird, interesting, like subculture of fetishes and things that it's mostly guys. Like there are women that have like fetishes, and because like, you see it, like there's definitely stuff going on with women. But when it comes to men, I feel like they have some of the weirder fetishes that come out. And then like it is attached to like the beauty standards and like what they're used to growing up and what they saw, in their own households or what was presented to them.
Yep.
And I feel like race and culture has a lot to do with that, for sure.
I have a hilarious but scientific explanation about foot fetishes.
Yeah, please share.
So if you go back, right, like, and you look at like most what we would call normal fetishes, I guess, like boobs, ass, stuff like that, hips, it's all related, whether it's accurate or not. It's related to something that's actually useful. So like big boobs, our lizard brain as men, it tells us how you can produce milk and you can take care of my kid. You know what I'm saying? That's what our lizard brain is telling us. You know what I'm saying? Our animal side.
Instincts, your instincts, your male instinct
side, right? Same with hips. If you have wide hips, you can deliver babies.
Yeah.
Smooth. You know what I'm saying? Big ass is usually associated with big hips, so that's where that comes from. With feet, we're bipedal humans. You know what I'm saying? We walk on 2 feet. So it actually makes sense for us to make sure you have to have good feet in order to be able to walk and go places. You know what I'm saying? So even if you look at it from just that, like just an animal perspective, like just pure instinct, just, no thought, nothing like that, then the explanation for it, which I was like, that actually makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but then guys act like girls. And they're like, well, why do you care about me having big boobs or a big ass for children when you don't want children and you want to be taken care of and baby? When you want to be the baby. So you want to be the baby? You want me to feed you with my breasts? And
because why is it a competition between the newborn and the husband? Why is there men who are like, I don't want you breastfeeding?
Oh my
boobs are for
gosh, did you
me.
see that story that came out and the guy
There's been
left
several stories like that. Several. There's a lot of stories like that.
You have another man suckling my boobs, sir. What? Like,
it's
I'm
for the baby.
Child.
Your baby. Our baby.
Baby. Like,
people are weird.
They're not for you to suck on. These produce milk to feed a human. My body naturally produces milk after I have a baby, so I can feed it. Like, what are we talking about?
You know what? Let's get one other person's perspective in here. We do have a special guest that has joined us. So, I will allow her to introduce herself.
Hey guys, hey, how you guys doing?
Special guest.
So first of all, I'm getting ready to call because Sierra's right here, so I was not even expecting to see her. So good to see you all.
It's so good to see you.
My name is Peace of My Mind, and I prefer to go by that. If the video is going to be public, so just for my own thing. But I'm so happy to see you all, and I hope that I have something to contribute to the conversation.
Please do.
Welcome.
Yes,
hi.
So what we were talking about pretty much, what we were talking about, right then you jumped into a funny part of the conversation, but what we were talking about overall was just fetishization of bigger women right now seems to, kind of be a thing. And we were also talking about, just the types of men that approach you almost based on like, what your body looks like, bigger. The consensus seems to be black men are going after bigger women. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bigger women in general seem to have an easier time with black men. So I'm almost curious from you and Calliope.
In our community, we like to meet on the bone. Hate to see you leave, let us see you walk away.
Yeah. So from your perspective, as on the smaller end of the spectrum, you and Calliope, I would say, is it easier to get, or not easier to get? Do more white men or men of other races approach you all versus black men? Is it like the opposite of their experience?
No.
I was going to say, I don't think that. Like, I think people just really like what they may like as long as it look good and we're healthy. And our lifestyles are, I guess for me, I always think of longevity over vanity. I guess that's what I'm trying to articulate to you all. So yeah.
I feel like Calliope has more white men talk to her than white men talk to me. I swear.
White men do like me, and like Latino men, they like me too. I like Latinos too, but
the Rico.
I feel hell yeah. But I'm comfortable with black men, and I have said it for a long time. I do not fit the black beauty standard.
You don't think so?
I'm just not. I don't fit it right now. Nope. No,
that's not true. I
don't think you're part of any beauty standard, honestly. Like your style, the way you dress, the way you do your hair, like it's so versatile all the time. Like I can't really pin you down to any type of like look, honestly. Like, and that's why I love about your look, because you can do whatever with it and like rock the shit, like no matter what.
What I'm gonna pop out with.
Exactly.
I don't know what I'm gonna be today.
Semi-goth, you can be super girly, you can be like super comfortable. Like anything you do, like it's gonna be like a little bit of a different aesthetic because you're versatile. So that's what I've seen anyways. Like especially like being out.
I think it's personality too. Like, like you all have beautiful personalities, and that's a major thing. Your personality, your heart, that your light, those things shine through.
Definitely.
Especially in these times that we live in, people are like just desperate for a little bit of love.
Seriously.
That's true.
In all the wrong places.
Yeah.
So people try to change the way they look to like get that extra attention, or they feel like they need to change how they look to get the attention or
Nope.
affection from people that they want it from.
No, you have to change how you think.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you have to also look who you're attracting. Like, is that who you really want to attract? Is someone who's not really even attracted to you, but attracted to like look?
Yeah, that's true.
And that's also a part of the standard, is like understanding like you are your standard. You are your own beauty standard. And the more that people will like kind of tap into like their own self, like it doesn't matter what other people are doing, like you are going to be your style, and like the people that are meant to be in your life, you'll attract those people because like again your light shines through. So it's going to be more like your personality, and like your vibration is going to attract.
Yeah,
like,
you owe yourself to be the best person possible. You know, be the best you, and then the rest of this world, they get what you have left over. And, you know.
Yep. And then you don't want the people that aren't going to be aligned with how you feel about yourself, because you're always going to be wondering like, am I good enough, or do they like this? Are they going to like my outfit? No, but I like my outfit.
Yeah,
I like how I look today.
You know something? I hate going shopping because it's like I hate going shopping, and I don't, because I can't have an opinion on what somebody else likes. It's like, girl, just put it on and let's go. Like I don't care if you got on mix match. Like, let's go have some fun.
Yeah. Do you feel good? Do you feel good in your outfit?
Yeah.
If you don't feel good, you're gonna have a shitty ass night. Let me tell you.
You're not gonna have fun tonight. Let's just not go.
Yeah. I don't feel good. I don't feel good in this.
No.
Looking at your shirt, like your skirt or whatever, you know, like my heels, like I got to the point where I'm like, I don't feel cute. And I'm not wearing it because I want to be comfortable and I'm gonna want to go home as soon as I get to
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Ain't going.
Oh, sorry, I forgot.
No, I got a guy question for everybody, and everybody answer it individually how you want. But a lot of women say this.
So y'all gotta excuse me, my heart racing.
Aww.
I haven't seen you in years.
I know. It's been so long.
Surprise.
Right.
we reunite, you know what I'm saying? It's ethos, you know. But so a lot of women will say oftentimes, like when they're going out, you know, and they dress up really nice and stuff, and they say, you know, I'm dressing for me. This isn't for male attention or for the attention of other people. This is so that I feel good about myself. What does that mean exactly?
Just
well, yeah, for me, like I have a look I want to present. When I get dressed to go out, I'm giving a look. So it's not just the outfit and my body. Like, no, this is a look. There's an aesthetic I'm going for. So I have this one dress, and it gives cottagecore. You know, I wear it with my little picnic basket purse and some cute little strappy heels. And it's a look. Like I put this whole idea of how I want to look tonight together before I stepped out. So for me, that's what I want to do. Like this stems all the way back to childhood, me seeing Little House on the Prairie. Like I want to wear dresses like that. And just I'm now an adult and I have the money and the resources to be able to dress and put this look together and present how I want to present now. So that's what it means. Yeah, I'm playing dress up. Yep. That's what it is. We're playing dress up.
I have to agree with Calliope, and I don't do as much like putting together, but like I put shit together just in a lighter type of way. So I'm not playing dress up, but I'm just putting pieces together. Like now when I'm older, I go shopping and I get classic pieces that will match, you know, what else I have in my closet. And then I think about my jewelry and how I'm going to do my hair and how I want my makeup to look. So it's like you're serving a look, and it's not for somebody else. Excuse me.
Yeah, it's totally for you and how you would like to be seen that day. And if there's people, of course, who are going to enjoy it, but that's not like what you think about when you're getting dressed. At least not for me. And I don't think it is for many other women. Like we're not, unless, you know, and then there are days where you are specifically going out to meet people and you still aren't like putting on, like you may put on a dress that's like accentuating or something. It's just, I don't think it's never so much about other people than like what people make it is. It's more so about you, how you feel.
I do like when I get compliments though, when I have done it for myself and somebody else has noticed. It was like,
Yeah, I put that shit on. Put that shit on today. I know.
Take pictures now. Now we can take some pictures.
And then you post the pictures and all your girls. That's what it is. It's all my girls.
Yep.
My girls. When Jordana sends me screenshots of the pictures I post, bitch, I know I put that shit on. I know I put that shit on that day. Yes. I know I did.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
I don't care if no one else said anything.
Like, I look good. Okay.
I'm gonna tell you guys, I've been dressing like Oliver Twist the last 2 years. Because the whole work from home thing for me, like I kid you not, my family be like, what is wrong? Like I'm on straight bum mode because I have stuff to do and life has been lifing, all that stuff. But I'm comfortable. And people I admire, like if you guys get a chance, maybe after the show or whatever, Keanu Reeves and Jim Carrey, and how they are just so focused on like, being peaceful, and we don't need as much as we think, and they just want serenity in life. And it's so because I've done like the ball gowns and the heels and going here and going there, and it's like, okay, I'm done. I'm out of performance mode. When I want to dress up, I pull my stuff out the bag. But I don't know. I just been on my hip side, and it's just been interesting. But I'm getting back into slowly that whole just making an effort thing again, but it has to be on my terms. Like, as you guys can see, my nails aren't done, and I don't know what it is, but like if somebody try to make me do something, 10 times out of 10 I'm not gonna do it. So if I show up and my nails not done and my girl's tripping or whatever one day, like, oh, why your nails not done? You know what? I'll never get them done again. Okay. Like, I'm just that stubborn.
So don't ever expect to see me use nails after today. Okay, like don't ask me about
no
it.
Reason.
Well, now you're not.
Yeah,
you're never gonna see me with nails again. And I may not wear a bra.
I had on boots and shorts. Like, I've been the most free possible. Okay, like probably looking like I'm one step away from getting
put out.
And it's like, no, especially with like the social media and influencer stuff, like you just want like just as much of a regular life as possible.
Yeah.
Sometimes it gets heavy. So.
And who wants to be on all the time? Like, I like to bum it. I like to feel like I can leave my house without being done up, and I do that often. Like, I don't care. And what's crazy? It's like guys, talking about beauty standards and like the way guys like look at us and stuff like that. Like, they're gonna talk to anybody. Like, that's what it seems like. It doesn't matter what you look like. If you go out and like you look crappy or whatever, like there's gonna be somebody.
Oh my goodness. Listen, I don't even put on lotion, and those they love it. Like, and I'm like, don't you see me? Like, why would you approach somebody?
They don't. They want to see you. They want to see you in the next morning looking just like
I purposely do it. Like, just leave me the hell alone. And those are. I kid you not.
It also looks like you're not gonna ask for shit.
Right.
You look like she ain't gonna ask for nothing. Right, she's not gonna expect nothing out of me. But a hello.
Yeah. Right.
Yes, like let's have a conversation real quick. We can talk about all the stuff I want you to do for me.
Yeah, like I got somebody texting me right now. He said, "Can he take me out?" And that's the only reason we got the numbers exchanged. Yeah. Now you're asking. It went from take me out to
where are your standards?
Match a blunt.
Man.
I thought you were gonna say like, wait, now we're matching.
We're matching a blunt.
I purposely try to push them away.
Yes,
I haven't showered today. Like, I just say the most random things. Like, sometimes you just want to be left alone.
Like, I want you to see me. I want you to envision me as ugly and smelly. Okay, like,
and they love it.
My worst.
No, I don't care. It's like, that's disgusting.
Like, what kind of standards?
Because they show up like that. Because then they can show up the exact same way. That's why. Then I can match your freak for real, baby. I can match your
match my stank, buddy.
That's disgusting. And I'm gonna tell you who give you the most love. That crackhead. But that person who be in front of like the liquor store or the gas station, they will hype you up. Okay, if you ever having a bad day, you better go to the gas station. That's why I always get them $1.
right? You just stop at every gas station. Like, I'm having a bad day.
Let me go pump some gas.
Yes.
Like about to pump $5.
They will make you feel like you are the one.
On the way home.
But
remember
guys,
that old man at the gas station?
Papa.
Guys, I do have to go because I have another show, like something else going on tonight. But you know, I will always tune in, and thank you guys so much for having me. And this has been
yes.
Sierra,
Thank you for
I can't even
joining
look at you.
in.
I've been fighting back tears like,
Hey.
I didn't know, like Shane, you could have said something. Like, like you know, oh my goodness, we need to have like a Sierra steak night because I'm surprised we still here. My God, thank you so much because we survived.
We did survive fair state.
And we was eating good. When people be talking about broke college students, I be like,
you have no idea.
We were not broke.
oh yeah, okay, but I'll
See you later.
Bye.
And let me know when I can share the link and you guys what is it page where people can subscribe and like and all that good stuff.
Okay, we'll do.
Okay, much love.
Bye.
Bye.
Aw, so sweet.
Awesome. So y'all went to college together?
Yes, we went to Fair State.
Dope.
Cool.
Yes, I haven't seen her in years. years. Maybe a Facebook post or here and there, but yep.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I haven't seen her either since Ferris, actually, and she hit me up over my birthday weekend, and because she saw some of the links that we had posted, and so she was like, "I didn't know that you was doing the YouTube thing." I was like, "Yeah, you know, Etho's been around for going on 2 years now. 2 years next month, y'all." And yeah, so you know, we was just kind of exchanging messages back and forth, and she was like, "I'd love to be on one day," and I was like, "Bet." So then that's what I was talking about when I said that we had a guest, and then Laura was like, "I'm going to New York." I was like, "Cool, I got somebody to take your spot." So
and it's funny, I'm such a mean girl. I'm sitting here and you was like, "We're gonna have a special guest." I was like, and then when I saw who it, oh my God. And I had to catch myself like we're recording, and then when she popped in, I was like, "Aw."
I like this special guest.
I love you because you know that scene in White Chicks where she was like, "Well, you were thinking it, yeah, but you said it." Thank you.
Because my whole face dropped. Like, oh, okay.
Who? You could have said that before we got on.
You're right. Shane didn't even warn us or nothing.
Drop no bombs.
We in mid combo. Oh, and wait, I have a special guest.
There's like, dang, the flow.
You know, in all fairness, she was a little bit late. You know what I'm saying? I sent her the link at the same time I sent y'all. You know what I'm saying?
And she showed up with beautiful energy and added to the conversation.
The sweetest girl ever.
Now we're like, but wait, you have to go?
I know, that was quick. That was a quick one.
I'm like, gonna slide in. Nah, but Calliope, I just wanted to speak to something you said, just because as a dude, a lot of times I felt like that pressure as far as like being smaller. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you've had people walk up to you and put their fingers around your wrist and be, damn, how small.
Yeah.
You know, all that type of shit. I've dealt with that my whole life. You know what I mean? And so that's always been like an insecurity. You know what I'm saying? And I think that that's something that doesn't necessarily get spoke about as much because it doesn't affect men in the same way as it affects women. You know, because your beauty standards can affect like job prospects, and if a manager thinks one woman is better looking than the other, they'll hire her, and that sort of affects you guys in a more material way. I would say it realistically only affects us socially, but you do see it in the sense of like a lot of women who are bulimic. The counterparts of that is dudes who do steroids.
Right.
And are like, you know, and I know people out here, like that was the craziest thing in the world, that because I thought that was like some 80s, 90s shit. And I found out motherfuckers out here in Arizona are doing steroids still. I'm like, what?
There are still guys that are, the bodybuilding community is crazy for beauty standards, because not only do like they want people to, they do this so people can critique their bodies. They do it on purpose.
Right.
So they can stand in front of a panel of judges and get judged. Like, they do things to enhance their bodies so that they are judged in a different way. Like, I know a lot of guys who do HGH, the human growth hormone, and they inject it. So it's like not a steroid, but it's more natural or whatever. Still, to this day, I'm like, you didn't get those muscles from working out at the gym like that. Like, you need a little extra. You know,
Most of them dudes die
I've
early.
seen some people
Heart attack,
and
cardiac
I had
stroke.
questions and I'm like, you're a little young. How did you
Well,
get, you got there real quick and you're young.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
definitely
and
had
intense.
questions.
I mean,
Definitely
to
had
each their own.
questions.
It's just like getting bow job or like a BBL. So it's just like the male version of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They want to look good naked. I want to look good naked. Women like to look good naked. So
That's actually a question I got for each of y'all. If y'all could speak to young women out there, what would you tell them? Because this is what I've noticed as a man. In the 90s, like you said, that California Pamela Anderson look, that was the shit. You know what I'm saying? As far as on the white side of it. On the black side of it, it was, your Naomi Campbell, Tyra Banks, you know what I'm saying? The people that you named or whatever. Brandy, Monica, you know what I mean? Like people like that. That was
and they were all like super slim too. Like all of them were
exactly.
so slim.
That's exactly my point. So that was the style, right? Then you get to the mid 2000s. Then you have the Kardashians, right? The Kardashians are the kind of the ones who brought the thicker look to the mainstream, I would say. Like black dudes been loving it. Y'all know this, you know what I'm saying? But to the mainstream, that's when all of a sudden white dudes started liking ass and all of that. It was like slightly before that, it was J-Lo, but it was really the Kardashians that made it like mainstream. So all of the women who spent all this money on their bodies to look like Pamela Anderson in the 90s, now you're out of style.
Well, you got the group don't have the ass. Now everyone's getting BBLs.
Now everybody's getting BBLs, and that's already starting to fade out.
Yeah. Now, like the waist look is back.
Trend. That's already starting to go.
90s model look is coming back.
So knowing that the literal physical aesthetics of body types being in style, quote unquote, depending on what decade you're in, and people spending all this money on mommy makeovers and all of this type of stuff to look like what's in now, but it may not be in 10 years. What would your advice be to the young girls coming up now?
Have a healthy diet and go to the gym and stay healthy, and that's it. The rest will figure itself out.
Yeah. Let your body develop. If I would have,
regardless.
Yeah, it's gonna change. It's gonna change. I think I weighed a little bit more in my earlier 20s, and now at 30, I'm like smaller than what I was in my earlier 20s. Like I've lost it. Yeah, like I've
just have more ass and more thighs, and you're more shape.
Yeah. So like that. So for the petite girl, the small. Well, I'm not gonna say petite because petite is about height, not your size. But for the slim girls, just wait it out. Some jiggle. It may come and develop. Just wait it out. Give it some time. Don't go doing anything surgical because that can cause so many other things later down the line. Like then you'll have to go back and fix it.
Surgery, like major surgeries.
Yeah. And then if you want to have children, let your body do what it's going to do.
Okay, my turn. This is your resident auntie. Put that girdle on. Get a bra that's your size. For my plus size younger nieces and cousins, you look bigger when your clothes are too small. We can tell you're uncomfortable.
So we can tell you're uncomfortable.
Also, there are a lot of different clothing options that come in our size, but are not for our body type.
Yep.
This is coming from your curvy auntie. That's my advice.
No matter your body, you'll feel better about your body overall.
You'll feel more comfortable. You're not pulling. I'm not seeing your crack when you get up from the bar stool. Yeah.
And also, ladies,
you need a bigger size. Just get the bigger size.
And go to a tailor. Take your clothes to the seamstress. That's how, when you see all the celebrities and they're all perfectly put together and it fits nicely and perfectly, they got it tailored. You can do the same thing. It does not cost that much money. Take your clothes to get them tailored, and I promise you, it'll be fine.
I started getting my clothes tailored at 16 because I didn't have a waist. My butt and thighs and hips.
All went together now,
but they were big, so I had to get things taken in. Seriously, like my mom started taking me to a tailor pretty early, especially, you're in uniforms or you got, I had to be in business attire a lot, especially high school, I had to get my stuff tailored because it didn't fit.
Small waist, big booty problems.
Or that gap in the back of your pants.
Yeah.
And all your
Right.
jeans. That triangle gap, like
Little gap.
Yeah.
Gotta get a belt.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then the belt is like underneath, like the
Yeah.
Belt
belt.
is like, okay, no. Yeah, no. Yeah.
It's a problem. So I'm
It's a
glad that you're
process, and you have to learn.
tailored stuff because it helps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I think the main takeaway is set your own beauty standard.
And love your body. That's you only get one
set your
body.
own.
Of your body, because a woman's body changes so much from the time we're 12 years old to the time we're 30 years old. Like ongoing, and it's not even anything that has anything to do with like lifestyle. It's just the way our body is progressing through our adolescence to our womanhood. Just our hormones change, our body changes, our weight shifts, and we keep doing the same things, and it just starts to change a little bit. So, you know, you got to kind of work with your own changes in your body and how it's what's the word I'm looking for? Advancing, I guess. You know, like I noticed I had kids early, so my body's a little different from having kids early because I didn't allow my body to fully develop before I started having kids. So, you know, like it's a little different. But for people that, you know, are not having kids at a young age, like your body, like you get more hips when you're like in your 20s, 25, and, you know, your boobs fill out a little bit more and you have more of like a shape. Because, you know, like that's why it's so weird when guys like younger women, it's like they don't even look like women. They look like little girls.
Like, they're not even fully there yet.
Sometimes little boys. And then you're like, wait a minute. Like, do you even like women? Like, you don't seem to be attracted to women. So, yeah, love your body and love who you are and what you represent as a woman, because we are amazing, fearless beings that can produce life, and that's what we should be focused on: is our purpose as women, and not just our body that we're in.
Yep.
Anyways, so good to see both you beautiful ladies this week. And once again, thank you for watching OTI, and we will see you next time.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.